Summer, let's talk reptiles. So there are a number of projects going on in the yard right now. It is winter time and everything is a little bit disheveled, to say the least. I'm getting ready for spring, but I'm also getting ready for some new reptiles that are coming my way, as well as amphibians. I'm going to show you what the plan is. So this is my garden area. So I have one bed here, a bed here, and then these guys here. I have some fennel left over from last season. I haven't harvested it yet because I don't want it to sit in our house and rot into oblivion. So I'm getting in some jewel lacerates, normal type and melanistic. I'm getting in 8. All 8 are unrelated to each other. I'm super stoked. And where I live in California, the climate is perfect for these guys. I mean, year round, perfect. The summer gets hot enough, the winter gets cold enough. They're gonna love it here. So my plan is to set them up in this outdoor garden space, but I have to make some changes. Inside of this space here, I'm going to have 4 4-foot by 2-foot by 3-foot tall enclosures. Same thing on this side, but I have to make a few changes to make this possible. One, those enclosures are going to come out to about 8 feet, which is going to be about right here, but that intersects with the door. So I'm going to need to change where the door opening is, move it over a bit. That's going to give me enough space for all 8 of the enclosures to fit in this space. Over on this side, I'm going to take out these 2 front sections of this garden bed because after a season, I put this in this last season, and you know, they weren't really ideal. They didn't work the way that I wanted them to. So I'm going to take those out. I'm actually going to take out every garden bed that's in this space. So it's going to be a heavy lift. And for this side, I'm going to have raised garden beds. And on this side is going to be all enclosures. If we come out here, this section of our yard, I used to have a bunch of grow beds or grow bags happening here. And this was also, I called it Pepper Row. It was all pepper plants. We are putting in a big 8-foot by 16-foot greenhouse in this space. I'm super stoked about it. We're going to use that space for fish keeping, breeding plecos and some other fish outside here, and I'm also going to use it for the summer home of my chameleon babies. Yeah, speaking of chameleon babies, I have something cool in the incubator cooking. So stoked. These are the parents of these guys that are cooking in the incubator. They should hatch around July or June, maybe sooner than that. These are going to be summer babies, and their home is going to be in that greenhouse. The other thing that's going on in the yard today is this guy. So this awesome 100-gallon fish tank, I'm converting it into Amazon milk frog enclosures, and I'm really stoked. This thing is huge. It may not look that big on video, but each side, this side and then this side, they are 50-gallon fish tanks, and then combined this whole thing is 100 gallons worth of space. So I'm going to be working on this, but there's some changes that I'm going to need to make to it. Those lines I drew there, I'm going to cut this front wall so that I can add a door, and once I get that open, I'm going to really be cooking with these guys. I'm really stoked because I've been enamored with Amazon tree milk frogs for a while now, and I didn't let myself really go that route because I felt like I wasn't ready in terms of my skill level to take care of them. But now I feel so confident and so comfortable and really ready for these guys. So those are some of the things I have going on. The enclosure here that I'm building out, I'm going to do like a detailed build video as I make my way through each of those individual parts, and get this thing built out. For today, I'm gonna start by just cutting the holes in the opening for that, and then we're gonna go over and I'm gonna work on starting to break down those garden beds, and yeah, many things. On top of that, I have to also do some work with my paid job. So I'm a busy human today. I'm gonna just go ahead and get to doing things. So next up is my wheelbarrow. I've never changed a tire on a wheelbarrow before. This is my first time ever owning a wheelbarrow. So I'm gonna go through and see about changing that. Let's get it. So the wheelbarrow has new wheels. It looks great. And this wheelbarrow was full of my substrate that I make with my company, the shop, specifically for uromastics. I needed to empty that out because this stuff is not cheap. So I'm moving it over to this guy, which is one of my outdoor uromastic enclosures. My uromastic saffron was in here, but then it got invaded by ants. She was overwintering and everything was going great until the ant attack. I moved her inside, and right now I'm getting it prepared so that she can come back out here in the spring. Her substrate is all in place. I put a lot of work and effort into making this enclosure awesome for her. There's one little tiny leftover poop from when she was in here pre-ant invasion. So right now I'm just adding in this so I can start shoveling out the dirt in those grow beds. Yeah, keeping it moving. Before I can dismantle this one, I'm going to start shoveling and getting as much of this dirt out as I possibly can. So I have to be careful because there's also water plumbed into here, which is going to be great for the enclosures, a little cumbersome for removing all of the dirt. So I made a lot of progress. This is what it looks like now. So both of those planter beds are out, and I'm very happy with the amount of room. It doesn't look as big as it is on camera, but this whole space is about 9 feet by 9 feet. So this is going to allow me to get in a number of 4 by 2 by 3 foot enclosures. Now that I was able to get the grow beds, the raised beds out of here, I could really fully assess what the space looks like, and I've completely changed the layout that I want to do with the enclosures. So I'm going to keep most of that to myself for now, but this space is going to allow me to fit about 7 enclosures based on the layout that I'm thinking. And then I'm also going to take this grow bed out as well, and I'll get one more enclosure on this side for 8, and then I'm going to have a raised garden bed on this side. All of the dirt that was inside of here is now here. So this was about 4 wheelbarrows worth of dirt, completely full to the rim, dumped out over to this side. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked overall. I was able to get done most of the things I wanted to have happen. And this space is going to be really stellar for the species of reptile that I'm going to have here. They need hydration, which these guys are going to come in clutch. So there's a few of these water lines that are coming out of the ground. This garden bed also has one as well. This is it. So yeah, I'm experimenting with this style of making videos. I'm still trying to find what way that I can enjoy doing this, like what style. So I'm trying this like more vloggy like style for this particular video. I don't know, maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't, we'll see. I'll play around with it for a while. My neighbor's tree, so my neighbor has a plum tree right here, which I love plums, but it rains plums all over the place, so I have to make sure I'm prepared to catch those when it's time, so my yard isn't full of plums. Okay, that was a tangent. Back. So yeah, I'm experimenting with this style of making videos, making it a little bit more vloggy in nature. I don't know, we'll see if I like it and continue doing it in this way. For me, making videos can be difficult because I really enjoy just doing the thing I'm doing without pulling out the camera, but I really want to share at the same time the things that I'm working on in my space here and the things that I'm doing with my animals. Yeah, so I don't know, we'll figure it out. Hit that like button, subscribe, all of that good stuff. There's going to be more videos coming. I also have a few interviews with our Let's Talk Reptile series that I'm going to be uploading as well. Until next time, y'all, I'm out.